Diana Ross is an American singer and actress who rose to fame as a lead singer of the vocal group The Supremes that became one of the world's best-selling girl groups of all time and Motown's most successful acts during the 60s. They remain the best female charting group in history, with a total of 12 #1 hit singles on the US Billboard Hot 100, including Where Did Our Love Go?, Baby Love, Come See About Me, Stop in the Name of Love, before Diana Ross embarked on her solo career, and also starring in such films as Lady Sings the Blues and The Wiz. Despite personal and professional challenges, Ross has withstood the test of time as a performer, with a career that spans over 4 decades. The story of Diana Ross is a story of self-discovery, passion, dedication, commitment, frustrations, longevity, and success. But how did it all begin for Diana Ross, and how was she able to stay relevant atop her career over the years? This is the story of Diana Ross, how it all started, early life, and the Supremes. Diana Ernestine Earle Ross was born in Michigan on March 26, 1944, to Fred and Ernestine Ross, who lived in Bristol housing projects. Growing up, Diana, who was referred to as Diane, studied design and seamstress skills in hopes of becoming a fashion designer. Diana also took modeling and cosmetology classes in the evenings, and on weekends, she participated in several of the school's extracurricular activities, including its swim team. However, she got her start in singing in 1959 when Ross was brought to the attention of Milton Jenkins, who managed a local doo-wop group. Jenkins' group was called The Primes, and Diana enlisted in their sister group, The Primates, at the age of 15. During the group's early years, Diana served as his hairstylist, makeup artist, seamstress, and costume designer. Developing a reputation as an accomplished performer, Ross began singing in the group The Primates with friends Mary Wilson, Florence Ballard, and Barbara Martin as a teenager. In 1962, soon after graduating from Cass Technical High School, Ross and her group were signed by Motown's record founder, Berry Gordy Jr. However, Martin dropped out of the group a year later, so the remaining members went on to become the internationally successful 1960s R&B pop trio, The Supremes, later renamed Diana Ross and The Supremes. In 1961, The Supremes scored their first #1 hit with Where Did Our Love Go? 1964. The trio then broke music record by having a streak of 4 additional singles top the charts. Baby Love 1964, Come See About Me 1964, Stop in the Name of Love 1965, and Back in the Arms Again 1965, thus becoming the first US group ever to have 5 songs in a row to reach #1. In all, the group scored a monumental 12 #1 hits, including I Hear a Symphony 1965, You Can't Hurry Love 1966, The Happening 1967, Love Child 1968, and Someday We Will Be Together 1969. They thus established a phenomenal record, becoming the American vocal group with the most Billboard chart toppers in history. Going solo, Music 1969 to 1976. Ross left the Supremes for a solo career in 1969 and continued to be a musical mainstay the following year with the top 20, Reach Out and Touch Somebody's Hand, and the #1 Ain't No Mountain High Enough. Among an array of albums, other hit songs from 1970s included Theme from Mahogany, Do You Know Where You Are Going To 1976, and sensual dance classic Love Hangover 1976, with all 3 tracks reaching #1 on the pop charts. 1980s to the 2000s. The next decade started out on a strong note for Ross, with the Nile Rodgers produced platinum-selling album Diana 1980, featuring the #1 hit Upside Down, as well as the top 5 track I'm Coming Out. She had another top 10 single with It's My Turn, and then reached #1 again, this time with Lionel Richie on the 1981 duet Endless Love from the film of the same name. After a good solo career, Diana began negotiations to leave Motown at the end of 1980. She received $250,000 as severance, and RCA Records offered Ross $20 million, a 7-year recording contract with complete production control of her albums. She signed with the label on May 20, 1981. At the time, the music deal was the most expensive recording deal. On her new record label RCA, Ross released the albums Why Do Fools Fall in Love 1981, which offered 2 more top 10 hits, and Sick Electric 1982, which had the top 10 singles, Moses written by Michael Jackson. Ross' sales gradually declined, but she continued to record and perform. In 1988, Diana chose not to renew her RCA contract and had been in talks with her former mentor, Berry Gordy. Following the sale of Motown, Diana was asked to return to Motown label with the condition that she has shares in the company as part owner. Diana accepted the offer. Returning to Motown Records near the end of 1980s, she released the album Walking Over Time 19 1989, and Force Behind the Power 1991, the latter having significant international success with its singles. Albums put forth by Ross in the new millennium included Blues 2006, a jazz standard taken from the Motown's archive, and I Love You 2007, a collection of mostly pop covers. Movies: Lady Sings the Blues, To the Weeds. In 1972, Diana Ross branched out into acting and starred in the Billie Holiday biopic Lady Sings the Blues. While the film received somewhat mixed reviews, Ross' performance garnered her an Academy Award nomination for Best Actress. The blues soundtrack was a huge success and helped spawn new interest in Holiday as well. Ross went on to star in the films Mahogany 1975 and The Wiz 1978, Out of Darkness to double platinum. In the 1990s, Ross made several appearances on small screen. She starred in the 1994 television movie Out of Darkness, playing a woman with schizophrenia. Ross then took on a lighter fare with double platinum 1999, starring as a famous singer who had abandoned her child to pursue her career, while well-known pop performer Brandy played her daughter in the movie. Some of the songs from the project were featured on Ross' 1999 album Every Day is a New Day. Personal struggles. Ross has also experienced personal difficulties. She got into a dispute with a security guard in 1999 at London's Heathrow Airport, and as a result was arrested and detained for 4 hours before being released. Ross launched a Supremes tour, which was highly criticized for excluding original member Wilson and later additions in the Bed song, with there being talks of financial dispute between Ross and Wilson's camp. After experiencing low attendance, the tour was cancelled following a short run. In 2007, Ross suffered a great personal loss. Her father, Fred, died in November that year. He touched many lives and he will be truly missed. I love him very much, Diana Ross said in a statement. On tour at the time, she returned home to Detroit to be with her family. Accolades. Despite her personal and professional ups and downs, Ross has withstood the test of time as a performer with a career that spans more than 4 decades. She has won several major awards, including a Golden Globe, a Tony, and several American Music Awards. Diana Ross was named as the Female Entertainer of the Century by Billboard in 1976. Ross was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 1988 as part of the Supremes. She was also awarded for her hard work again in 2007 when she was presented with Black Entertainment Television Lifetime Achievement Award. That same year, a few weeks after her father's death, Ross was honored by the Kennedy Center for her contributions to the arts. In 2009, Ross jumped back into the limelight when it was revealed that the pop icon Michael Jackson had requested the diva as an alternate guardian for his children. In 2012, Ross received a Grammy Award for Lifetime Achievement. It would become her first Grammy ever, despite having been nominated 12 times. 4 years later, Ross received the Presidential Medal of Freedom from President Barack Obama, the nation's highest civilian honor. In 2017, she added to her collection with Lifetime Achievement honors at the American Music Awards. Personal life and children. In 1971, Ross wed music businessman Robert Ellis Sebastian. After their divorce, she married Norwegian tycoon Ernest Jr. From 1986 to 1999. The legendary singer is the mother of 5 children. Hi, thanks for watching to the end. I hope this video has been informative and entertaining. If you like this video and you would like to see more content like this, kindly like, share, leave a comment in the comment section, and also please subscribe to this channel if you have not already subscribed yet. Thanks for watching to the end. Have a nice day and look out for the next video.